All right, so Mr. Henry, listen, I'm going to put you under oath and ask you some questions, okay? It's only going to be as it relates to the state's offer, and it's only as to make sure that you understand the state's offer and you understand the charges that you're facing here. We're not going to talk about anything else. So just listen to my questions and answer the questions, okay? Raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Okay, you can put your hand down. Please state your full name. How old are you? How far did you go in school? Do you read and understand the English language? Are you presently under the influence of any drugs, medication, or alcohol? Have you ever been treated for a mental illness? Are they giving you any medication in the jail right now? All right. How are you feeling this morning? Your head is clear? You understand what's going on? All right, so Mr. Henry, listen, you got two cases. I'm going to go one at a time. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, right now, you're charged as follows. Counts 1 and 2 is murder in the first degree with a firearm. Those are capital felonies, which means it's a mandatory life sentence. If the jury convicts you of count 1 or count 2 as charged, that's life in Florida State Prison. I have no discretion. Count 3 and count 4 are accessory after the fact to murder in the first degree. Those are each first degree felonies. The maximum penalty for each of those is 30 years in Florida State Prison. Okay? In your other case, which is case number 23-10643 CF10A, you're charged as follows. Count 1 is tampering with a witness in a capital felony. That is punishable by life in Florida State Prison. All right? As the maximum penalty. Count 2 is directing the activities of a criminal gang. That's a first degree felony punishable by life. So the maximum penalty there is also life in Florida State Prison. Count 5 is conspiracy to commit tampering, and again, as it's charged, that is also a life felony. The maximum penalty is life in Florida State Prison. And lastly, count 7 is unlawful use of a two-way communication device. As that's charged, the second degree felony. The maximum penalty is 15 years in Florida State Prison. So right now, as to all the charges that you're facing, the maximum possible penalties are as follows. It's life in Florida State Prison, followed by 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 75 years in Florida State Prison. Do you understand the charges and the maximum possible penalties involved? Okay. So, Mr. Henry, the state is telling me that they're extending an offer to you, and the offer is as follows. In case number 19-1871 CF10A, they're going to null pros or drop counts 1 and 2.
Welcome back to No Bull News, and I'm your host, Ash Markson. YNW Bortlen offered shocking 16-year plea deal after facing multiple life sentences. A lifeline in a high-stakes case. In a dramatic courtroom development, Cortland Henry, known professionally as YNW Bortlen, co-defendant with YNW Melly, was extended a plea deal that could spare him from multiple life sentences. Facing charges tied to the 2018 shooting deaths of YNW crew members Anthony, YNW Sockchaser, Williams and Christopher YNW Juvie Thomas Jr., Bortlen now has the option to shed 2 murder counts in exchange for taking responsibility for lesser, but serious, charges. What's on the table? On September 4, 2025, prosecutors offered to drop the 2 first-degree murder charges entirely if Bortlen agrees to plead no contest to 6 remaining counts. These include accessory after the fact, witness tampering, conspiracy, and gang-related offenses. Accepting the deal would result in a 16-year, 3-month sentence served concurrently, with credit for time already served. This plea deal is a stark contrast to what Bortlen faces if convicted. Multiple mandatory life sentences across 2 cases. Judge's role and next steps. Judge Martin S. Fine made clear that the decision rests solely with Bortlen, his lawyers, and the state, emphasizing that there is no judicial pressure to accept the offer. He framed it plainly. This is a business decision between you, your lawyers, and the state. To ensure fairness and protect against future appeals, the judge placed Bortlen under oath. verifying his understanding by questioning his education level, mental health, and overall comprehension of the offer. A crucial hearing has been scheduled for September 9th, where Bortlen must announce whether he will accept the plea or proceed to trial, both of which are set to begin the next day. What's at stake? Bortlen's choice could bring a swift resolution to one of South Florida's most closely watched criminal cases, or launch an intense, high-profile trial that might end with a lifetime behind bars. The outcome may also further complicate the ongoing, separate trial of YNW Melly, Jamel Demons, whose own retrial is scheduled for January 2027 after a previous mistrial. Quick summary, the timeline. Date event, September 4th, 2025. Prosecutors offer Bortlen a plea deal, 16 years in exchange for 6 counts. September 9th, 2025. Hearing date set for Bortlen to accept the deal or choose trial. September 10th, 2025. Trials begin if plea is rejected. January 2027. YNW Melly's retrial is scheduled to begin. Final thoughts. This plea deal marks a pivotal moment in the YNW saga. For Bortlen, it's a stark choice between reckoning with a finite sentence or rolling the dice in trial with the possibility of life imprisonment. The judge has done his part to protect the fairness of the process. Now the decision lies with Bortlen and his legal team.
Go, 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 go.